Phenoms, we is here with another video. Alright, another video. Y'all ain't seen me in a second. Hey, anyway, let's get to this. You see what the title is on the video? Now let's talk about it. Wang has been active today. You know, he's usually active once a month, and this is pretty deep in the month. And you know, 2K20 stuff is, you know, coming out. The cover art is going to be soon released. Either later on in mid-May. I want to say mid-May. Let's say mid-May. It's going to be released. Who's going to be on the cover, and then we're going to move on. But right now, Wang is specifically talking about the community, and he's talking about things like the archetypes, and he's talking about takeover. All right, so let's go ahead and go with this. You get Risk on top. He said, let's make it happen. He sent this photo of where he's talking to LD2K, otherwise known as Chris Manning. He says, all right, so I wanted to express the idea of getting these bigger YouTubers more involved in the community and within the game. This year has been a huge step with logos and face scans, etc. When it comes to gameplay, I think it's a great idea to listen more to the top creators for this game. This type of connection has shown success in Fortnite, as they would listen to many popular streamers. All in all, I think something worth thought connecting. Okay. Ooh, and there's a video. He actually has a whole conversation with LD2K. So let's go back to the beginning of this real quick. I'm doing this all live, you know. I got to get it out there before Agent Beam start. You know what I mean? So, all right. Connecting with these YouTubers, especially the ones with logos and listening to their ideas. I'm sorry. And when it comes to other ideas, I am willing to offer my input. Just let me know. Agree. Marketing is handling those relationships, but I'm always looking at feedback for our devs. YouTubers have great platforms to let their voices be heard. So right there, LD2K just admitted that, look, and this is something commonly known. If you put it on YouTube or if you put it on a certain platform, they see it. They may not acknowledge it all the time, but they see it and they take it back to their team and they talk about it. That's not giving you much right now, but it is letting you know your voice may be heard. And then sometimes it is needed just to get it out to the community. Look, we're listening to you, and we reply to a few people, but we do see a whole bunch more that's out there. What's his name? Risk says, well, yes, many express their ideas and opinions on the game, but just the one-on-one connection behind the scenes with them could really make a difference. And LD2K says, that's what I started with Team Up in 2012. But yes, I love involving them. I'm trying to do more with content creators with 2K TV. He's referring to talking about the topics that we want to see inside the game when he does 2K TV on Fridays and see like that. He just has that small segment where he talks to the creators, you know, content creators and, you know, people from the community as well. And highlight up-and-comers, etc. I know you love involving people. That's why everyone was so happy to see you back with the team. For 2K20, it's a big year. The league is currently doing really good and attracting lots and lots of attention. The fan base on the base is growing. Making sure we get the game right is essential. Seeing that all this fast, I'm trying to get it out. Oh, Lord. Hold on. All right. Yeah, I did want to X out. Okay. And, yeah, Risk, okay. Yeah, Risk was talking about that there, right? And then, of course, he replied listening to that. And, we're gonna go in order. And then Kia Amiri, I believe that's her name. I don't want to mispronounce it, but she said, hello, Mike. If this is true, I know you guys have a whole list of things from me. And I'm assuming that she does have some stuff. But right now, let's get to what Wang is saying. Then maybe we can go back and talk about some other things. A lot of people, including me, we want to go back to 2K16. 2K16, Somebody said, just make it like 16 gameplay. And then he says, I see this a lot, but what aspects of 16 do you want back? I want the archetype system back. One person said dribbling system, and we all looking crazy like this. No, bring the archetype system, the rep, and all that type of stuff. I really like that, and they know how to balance it. So just bring that system back, and because this archetype system is a little handicap. We're just role players. All right. Mike, will the shot contest go back to how it used to be, or is the shot system here to stay forever? Mike said no plans to change it again, but 2K20 will feel different. Okay, hopefully it will feel smoother. He's not really giving you much, but he was saying it will feel different. So you'll notice it. Right now they're, pre-alpha, of course. So they're just, getting those bugs out, testing it, probably taking their time. Mike is really active. Like when he gets really quiet, you can tell that he's focusing on the new project, and then he'll come back every now and then to go back to the current installment and actually try and fix that and try to see the bugs out and stuff like that. But he's doing two jobs at once. He's working on the current title and then the next title at the same time, so it's a little bit more bearing. And of course he did do a poll. I think takeover is a good thing. This guy named Sauce 'em Up. I think takeover is a good thing, but maybe only be able to use it for one possession when you're in a crunch and need a big basket for your squad. It shouldn't last an entire minute in a park game, but that's more than enough time to knock down 4 or 5 heavilies at the end of the game. Mike Wang says, curious if people agree going to do this poll. I haven't done the poll just yet. How long should the takeover last when activated? Leave as is? Should last longer? Should be shorter? I think it should be shorter, and you need to take advantage of that time. That way, you use it smartly and stuff like that. People said leave it as is, the majority of people, and then 30% of the people said last longer. I'm at the short end of the stick. iPod King Carter said, I believe it depends on the mode and the average play time. For park, it should last longer playing 3v3s, but shorter for 2v2s since it's make it take it. And for rec and pro amp, it should last longer when activated before an end of quarters. It should only take 35% and 50% if at halftime. I don't mind that. Any specific archetypes getting takeover too easily? Is it too difficult for any archetypes? Reply and let me know your thoughts. Post scoring and I believe sharps. Post scoring and sharps. And that's really all that was going on today. This video's running a little bit long. Let me see if I see anything on her page. Not really seeing anything. Seeing a lot of dated stuff, so I'm just gonna go back. All right, and that's what we have, guys. So I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna post this, and it should be on pretty soon. Deuce.